Okay, YouTube, we're back again. We're doing the another pod light install on the ZX14. Just want to go look over the bike real quick. So basically what we're going to do is, we have a mixed set. We're going to do white and we're going to do red. So we're going to do 5 whites on the sides of the bike, in the bottom fairing. And the other reds are going to go into the wheels. This should be pretty good. And also on this film, I'm gonna show you guys how to add the wire mesh. I'll probably show you in this same video, but we're gonna add the wire mesh right here, so it should make the lights look a whole lot better when they're on. So I got all the tools laid out. What we're gonna need, alcohol to wipe off the dirt off the fairings, tool set, wire strippers, some extra pod light kits, alligator clips, some electrical tape. We don't really use too much electrical tapes. I like to use heat shrink. And so right now I'm gonna start with taking the fairings off and getting ready. Start by adding our switch. So we're gonna take these fairings off real quick. This one I'm gonna locate the switch at right here. You can see on this bike we also added the, I don't know if you can see it right there, we added the 12-volt outlet for your cell phone. Mike, come hold this.
Alright, it's filming. Do your thing.
You don't gotta narrate though.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I ain't narrating.
Yeah, please don't. Riding a little bit, huh? So you've been riding a little bit. Alright, so this is the other one right here. So I'm gonna try to do this without taking these fairings off. I'm gonna try to. Hold up, did you send me on my video? Wow, son. This is what I'll do. I'll speed it up on the video. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add one. We're gonna add one probably here. Shoot that way. We'll add one like probably here. Matter of fact, we're gonna go right here, shooting down. Cause if I go right here out, you'll be able to see it from the back side. We don't want that. So I'll put one like right back here, shooting down, and one about right there, shooting down. So what we'll do is we'll get our alcohol and then we'll wipe down. You can move around too, right? So what we'll do is take our alcohol, rub down the inside the fairing. You have to do this. If you don't do this, it's not gonna stick. Just rub that down real good. Yeah, automatic. I'm just gonna rub this side down just for that. Just in case I put something there. I'm using 70% alcohol. Because I'm gonna pre-position the pods first. See, this is metal. I don't want to put it on metal. Right in this area, shooting down. So we're gonna go right here with one of them. Just like that. Let's wipe down as much as that we can. Alright, so let's do the first couple real quick. You can come to the table now. You can come to the table. Alright, so what we're gonna do is take the pods. And these right here, once I put these on, I can flex the pods how I want to. Let's get that on. So you just press it on there. You already have the 3M tape right here. And they definitely didn't do a good job cutting this. See that? I didn't press all the way through. That's why I always keep it raising. You're not too close, are you? You're far enough away that people can see the whole thing, right? So what we'll do is put this side right here and come back to the bike. So we're gonna do our first one in this area, pointing down. So you can see this is what's so good about these little anchors right here. You can bend them to get your proper angle. So I'm gonna mount this one probably right back here, and that'll fill that whole cavity up. So I'll do, take the tape off. We'll mount that bad boy right back here. Press it in real good, and like I said, as long as you use your alcohol, you should be good. You can just let that hang out there for right now. We're gonna get our second one, and we're gonna go right here with the second one, and that's gonna point down right here. So you'll basically fill that whole void up. Like I said, once you figure out where you're gonna put everything, it goes pretty quick. I like to go ahead and pre-position mine so that way I know where all the wires are. Make sure you move the holes out the way. Right there. And if you notice from the first video, I ride my bike a lot. It's hot summers or whatever, and this 3M tape is really, really good. So if you get a set of these, make sure you get something that has 3M tape. Because if you don't, you're gonna be sorry. And it's gonna heat up and fall off. Now we're gonna do one in this cavity right here. If you look down at the bottom, in this border of the fairing right here. Now what we have is we have a little bit of foam in here. So what I do is, like, I cut back some of the foam, and I'll probably go at this angle and shoot it straight down. So that way I'll still get this filled with light and this bottom part also. And definitely pull the foam back, because if you don't, you'll be sorry. Your pod light won't stick well. Like I said, once you get the little spot clear, get a nice little spot cleared in there, push it right back, because the foam is glued in there anyway, so you can push it right back after that. You learn anything, Mike?
Mm-hmm.
Get that thing really clean. Don't be scared. Get it really clean. Rub some of that doggone foam off there. You want to get all, glue all the plastic. There we go. All right, that's clean. Just grab us another one. So how many we got so far? We got 2 on that side. So we're gonna do 5 on that side. All your friends ask you, is it gonna look alright?
Mm-hmm.
Get the headlights. Any questions? How you know it's gonna look like until it's done? You hope it looks like.
Oh, I already know
That's
it's
what
gonna
you need
be
to tell me. You
jazzy.
be like, I hope. Bend it a little bit. That's gonna fill that whole cavity up. And the good thing about it is you can't see them. So we should get some down light here and some light inside there. And that's in there pretty good. So we got 3. We're gonna go with 1 more here. And then we'll try to hide one right there to fill that back part up. So let me go ahead and wipe that down. Because the back of the bike is the dirtiest part. So you want to make sure you get a really good hold back here. And it's going to be pretty close to the exhaust, but I haven't had any issues with the pods being mounted next to the exhaust. I haven't had any fall off, anything. So I'm going to keep on doing it until I have any issues. You still recording?
Mm-hmm.
And also, what's important, I didn't mention this, you want to make sure, especially we're doing the back of this, right here, when you put this on, this is going to mount right here, and that should mount like that. Now, we don't want to go this way, okay, because all our wires running back inside the fairing, so we want to make sure you have that in the right direction, because this is how we're going to mount it, so that way all our wire is going towards the switch. I do is when I speed the tape up, I guess I gotta type some stuff up on there. Just like that. That's in it real good. That's gonna look really good right there. Really good. We're gonna get a nice down light right here. It's gonna definitely illuminate the back of the bike. So right now we got 4. So we're gonna do one more white one right here. And that takes care of that side of the bike. And then we're also gonna do the same thing on the other side. So just stay tuned, we'll be right back. We're gonna start on the tire side. Alright, we got the initial setup of the white lights. Like I said, we're gonna do a 2-phase. We're gonna do white for the body, red for the light for the tires. Got the other side done just now. So that's what we do. We pre-configure everything. As you can see here, got them nice and tucked away. I don't know if I can get up in here so you can see, but you still can't even see it. So that's the purpose of a pod light. Don't go out there and start sticking your pod lights all all crazy across the bike where everybody can see them when they light up. It doesn't look too attractive. All right. The thing about pod lights is concealability is the name of the game. So now, like I said, we're gonna start on the wheels. So we'll probably add one back here to shine onto the wheels, and on the other side, and something on the top shining down, and that'll definitely make it look real good. So what I'll do is once I get those pre-configured, I'll step back on it. All right, we back. We're about to go ahead and add the red lights. I previously put a red light inside of the swing arm over here, so it's backlighting this rim on that side. So what I'm going to do is, because I had some wire to run to conceal my wire with, and over here the chain side, I don't want to mess with the chain with any wires. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on the back end of the fairing right here. So like I said, this side gets really dirty, so you want to clean that off really good. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide it in here, so basically you still won't be able to see it from the back. So I'll just hide it in here real good, and I'll shine it. It'll actually shine this way. Well, I'll tilt it a little bit more towards the tire, so you'll get that shine, because I hate when, you can see it from the back. That really sucks. Clean this one off real good. And our next one is gonna go actually behind the license plate, about right here, and it's gonna shoot straight down, so you'll get a whole illumination of the back end. So we'll just pick a spot right here behind the license plate. Can you see that? Wipe it off really good. And then in the front, we already have one here in the front. Come over here. We already have one here in the front, right up in here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add another one on this side, right up in here. Like I said, as long as you get that really, really clean, you won't have any problems. Then we're gonna do one more up in here by the horn. And I don't know if you can see up in there, but it's up in there. You can wipe the whole area out, and that's gonna shine down. It's right by the horn actually, and that'll shine down really good. Okay. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pre-position everything. I'm gonna pre-position everything, and then I'll show you what it looks like, and then we'll go ahead and do our final wiring. All right, what I did is I changed that menu up. I didn't want to put it right here because you'll be able to see the pod lights from the top. That wouldn't look sexy. So what I did, I mounted it below the on the back of this swing arm, and I'm gonna ride it under the chain guard, and thanks, bro. And hopefully you won't be able to see anything. So stay tuned for the hookup.
Probably could have.
All right. Wait on me. Don't be like that.
She caught me when I came out here.
Hold on. All right, I got that in there. Everybody's coming back now. Everybody riding. That's what we do around here. All right, I got the wire ran under the chain guard right here. Now, then I got it in this groove. It's stuck deep in there, and I'm gonna ride it up and route it to where I need to go at. I mean, that's the only way I could run that, man, without messing with that chain, because I hate running wires next to chains, just in case something pops off. All right, I'm about to go to do the other ones, and then we'll make the final connections. All right, so I got the pods all laid in right now. They all laid in. Saw the pre-wires hanging out. They're all pre-wired. License plate and the swing arm. You can't even see the wire right there. That's the wire coming out right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to make all our connections. Right up here we got all these other accessory wires. That way we have all our wires in one location. Makes it a lot easy to disconnect if we have to or repair anything. And then we also, you can see up inside, we got one right there for the full illumination of the front. And I'll be right back. I'm about to show you how to connect all these wires up. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to extend these cables, and I'm gonna have to route them. So we'll be right back. All right, I went ahead and I added the switch real quick, but I'm gonna use some paint and I'm gonna color those wires. I try to use some heat shrink, but of course, when you try to bend something, this doesn't look like it should look. So in order to conceal that, I'm gonna go ahead and paint that part right there. But other than that, you just take a drill bit, nice titanium drill bit, and come on through that side. You can see the heat shrink right there. And that way, all my wires will be right here. And let's. All right, we got the heat shrink on here. Hey, you better plug it back in. Tape it back up there. Just take a lighter, heat it up. That way it'll make a nice tight seal.
Hey, where your
Hey man, I'm doing one thing. What?
You got some too?
It's somewhere up here, man.
You can't cut the light, Cletus.
All right, so this is your power
Every time you call me a name, I'm
switch,
gonna go over there.
and this one is going. Go ahead, cut it off.
How much you gonna set me back? Put the screen in, man.
Hold on, you got a good government job. You be all right.
No, I don't, man. I ain't make no money.
Hey, that. We all make money.
I need to go apply for a loan. Just get the screen put in.
Hey, Matt, what are you doing to that bike?
This is the lights
Just like on yours?
And the screen.
and screen. Right now, I put these quick connects in there.
Hey, what year that bike?
One's red,
10.
and the yellow's
I
gonna be our
started back in
negative.
February.
That ain't start painting. Ain't come that color?
I'm not talking. That's why I came over here to be close to him. I didn't know you can't get that. Yeah, that's 2010.
Can't see it's in the
I
shadow.
put it but see, I was actually going to go with my wife in my car. So I went to go with the black section of this the black insurance.
It's nice and tight.
Now I'm checking it out and I was trying to work the deal. Yeah, you know, there ain't nobody's life.
So make sure it's nice and tight.
So he was like, I can get you, so I got a waiting back home.
So now what we do is those other two that are right here. Go ahead and start right next to this one. Get your red wire. Stick it in there.
Put all that on
The
there?
wheels are in.
Why they put the... Somebody ordered
The yellow one?
and they come get it?
I don't know. I ain't gonna care.
Like I said, the yellow's gonna be your positive. I mean your negative.
Everything else is mixed.
Because we already have the system grounded already. So it locks. Make sure it's in there tight. Got another one. Gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, I was thinking about stretching out maybe like about 4 inches. And put like
Same thing right here.
I don't need no big ass 3 but just a 240. I feel like.
Got red. Bam. All right, and that's what we do with all the other ones. Like I said, you got one right here. Stripe is positive, solid is negative, and we just route it back through the bike for a clean installation. and I'll be back. We'll have everything fitted, and then we'll move on to the mesh. I'm extending the wires now with some 16-2 right there, and that way we're going to do that around the whole bike, extend those, and we can reach our module. Alright, we got everything wired up over here. Got a quick connectors, got a fuse put in, everything's zip tied. So now we're going to go ahead and put the covers back on, and that should be it. Then we'll push in the dark space in the garage, let you guys see what it looks like. And this is the opposite side. Use some quick connects on here, and then I just ran it under the handlebars. Right there. Wait, they're just putting that in.
He threw another interception?
Edry got him.
This contract is broke.
They're putting that pressure on all this stuff. They running with the ball. Pick good.
Another pick. Ravens.
I think they already know they got the L, so they ain't worried about it.
They get it.
You can draw with some type of pride.
I think Brad came out. Cut it off.
I got a screw at home for that. I'll take care of it.
Give me that little socket on the bottom. It's on the floor.
No wire.
You doubt me, Jamal?
Oh no, not at all. I'm just looking at the professionalism. OC1. C1, what you gotta look for it to see it.
Something not seating.
All right, we got the completed installation of the ZX 14 with the pod lights, white body, red for the lights, and we got the CFLs on it also. Go ahead, turn it on. Check out the parking lights first. CFLs. All right, let me see the keys. We'll take the thing off. Hold on, my film. Go on.
Do your thing.
Hit my switch. What we did is we put a kill switch right here. You can't really see it right now, but I'll show you when we get outside. All right, and they go illumination. That's on the regular. Just on the A switch. Right there. That's how we looking right now. Sorry, it's not nighttime, man. We got done pretty quickly, so we had to go in the garage. So that's our A button on our pod lights. I'll come around to the back. You can see the red. The one we mounted behind the license plate right there. That's lighting up that rim really, really good. And we got the whites over here on the side. Inside right there. And the rims. Now we got the strobe function. That's our strobe function right there. Second strobe.
Bro, you know that's sexy. Is it, man? That's like so organized.
Second strobe. Third strobe. Breathe. And we got a really good illumination on the bottom. So we got the breathe on right now.
You got that white illumination on the bottom down there. Oh.
So I think the bike turned out pretty good. Like I said, it'll look a lot better when we get a nighttime shot. But now what we're gonna do is to really trick it out. We're gonna go ahead and add the screens into the empty side of the fairings, and that's gonna definitely bring it out. Now we go back to steady, strobe again. So everything looks pretty good to me. Everything looks pretty good. Alright, and that's how you install LED pod lights. This is our video number 2. Hopefully this one was a little bit more technical and you had a little more space to see everything happen. Big Mac, I'm out. We're about to add these mesh inserts in here. That was going to magnify the lights a little bit. Let's show them the other side, the finished product.
To the house, and that's a long journey with the woman I'm gonna give you. Well, I don't know. I can take a long. When we do a
Finished product.
cruise, if you try to do a couple cruise, I don't know what it takes you. You said next year. When
You want to take the frame slider off? You grab me that wrench over there. Take the frame slider off.
you want to do it before? Oh, yeah, you'll be on a boat. Something happens. Really though? Really? Yeah. Hey, you made it close to the sea.
Hey, we're recording over here. Don't want to hear no women talk on those cruise ships.
What did you say?
We'll get the frame slider off.
Oh, sorry.
It's my violent neighbor.
Cousin Pam.
That's right. Yeah, Pammy Pam. Hey, give me the
We
other
made taco salad.
socket.
Everybody.
Picks. Oh. I didn't know I was gonna do it. I got tired now. I can't stand it no more, y'all. It's on the ground.
What's this right here for?
Yo.
You eat. Come out here for no food out here. There's another boat.
That's over here.
Okay. I got folks out there in Maryland yelling at me. I should have been at Buffalo Wild Wings, Arundel Mills.
Oh, go ahead. You've been done. You want these damn mesh things on? Yeah.
I can't go down there with it on one side though, dog.
Hey, ain't gotta do that.
Why you heard me riding down the road looking crazy,
I ain't had to
man?
do nothing. You the one who want to leave.
So while you riding, you really won't be noticing. So while you ride, you really won't be noticing.
What?
So you just want to look at this side or that side.
Stupid bad boys in there.
You put the fried what?
I went on the Google.
No, I was like, okay, so when I don't want to know right now. I'm not going to remember. I'm not. I promise I won't.
I fool.
Because I ain't going to cook it today. Because I'll forget. But when mama showed me how to make turkey and chicken and rice. It's time to work with you. Just it's homemade. Jamal did it right. It's not stuffing, it's chicken and vegetables. I mean, I'm happy with it. Yeah, y'all can go. I'm a cookie for you. Jamar didn't know what it was. What is it? I will show you how to make it. It's that stuffing. But it's just gravy with like stuffing.
You cut it off.
I watched
Here we go. This is the finished product. Got the grills in there. Yeah, that's pretty hot.
I can't do it out here.
Look, we were supposed to be eating lunch. Now we eat dinner.